What is going on, everybody? It is Tech Geo, and today we are going to be talking about my week 2 recap as an SDR in tech sales. I'm going to be doing a weekly cap every single week to document my journey. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, y'all. Now, my second week in tech sales, most of it consisted of live training. So there was a lot of sales training that I was doing as well, but more training, right? It's the second week, so you're still ramping up. You're still learning the systems. You're still trying to get everything up and running. So there was more training involved, not as much, I would say, for week 1, but there was some additional live training, like sales training specifically. To be even more specific, from John Barrows. I've been learning a lot from him, and he is a really good sales mentor, sales coach. He talks a lot about sales development representatives and a lot about account executives. And so I've been learning from John Barrows and doing his training, and it's been a great experience. So most of it was live training, but not as much as week 1. All right, y'all. Now, after all the trainings, towards the end of the week on week 2, I actually made my first cold call. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was nervous. I was anxious. You know, I had the phone number on the screen. I was dialing it on the dialer, and I was like, man, what do I say? What do I do? Like, I don't know what to, I was overthinking it. I didn't know what to say. Really nervous, but I made my first cold call ever, and I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it. My VP of sales told me, it's like, just don't overthink it. There's no pressure. Don't worry about it. It's your first call. And so I had a lot of reassurance about not overthinking it or not really worrying about it. So that really helped me out a lot, because me personally, I try to make sure I do everything the right way the first time. But when you're doing something the first time, it's going to be uncomfortable because you're not familiar with it, right? So you kind of have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So now I'm starting to get used to it. Now it's becoming more habit and not really overthinking it or thinking about what to do. It's kind of becoming habitual. And so I made my first cold call ever, which is something you do a lot as an SDR and BDR, especially in tech sales, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to get connected with someone that you can help with your solution and solve their problems and challenges. So that was something that was really exciting and also really nerve-wracking. So I actually made my first cold call, and it was a great experience. All right, now on top of making my first cold call and getting everything set up and running, all the live trainings, the last thing I really just want to touch on is the routine. Okay, when you first start out on a new job, whether it be tech sales, whether you're in cybersecurity, whether you work in a factory, whether you work for the military, you always have to find some kind of routine. But especially being a remote, working from home, it's kind of hard to know what your day-to-day looks like, because you kind of schedule everything yourself, like when you want to walk in and open your laptop. And obviously you have meetings and other things you have to do, but it's like, when do you want to start working? It's like you don't have like a set time where you actually have to clock in. If I wanted to start at 9:05, or I want to start at 8:45, I want to start at 9:30, it kind of just depends what time I want to start. Maybe I want to start earlier, later, which is really cool. I really enjoy the flexibility, not just in working from home, but just not even having to commute is such a blessing in itself, because I'm able to get so much more done being able to work from home. And so now I'm starting to get comfortable. I'm starting to get in the routine, and I actually might film day in the life as an SDR. If you guys want that video, I will do a day in the life to show you guys what it's like being an SDR and just my experience and how everything goes. And so if that's something you want, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, just starting to get in a routine and starting to get comfortable and kind of learning the ropes and how everything works, and starting to get more familiar, not just with the work itself, but the actual people that I'm working with, right? It's not just about you. There's different teams, different departments, different coworkers, the CEO, and there's so many different levels. And so I'm starting to get familiar with everyone, and I'm getting closer and closer with my sales team, which is so awesome. That's pretty much it. It's just getting excited and more familiar. And so that's going to wrap up week 2. If you're looking to get into tech sales, if you're serious about getting into tech sales, you want to take the same bootcamp I took to help me get into tech sales, I would recommend CourseCareers. I have it linked down below. It's the first link in the description, and make sure to use the code GEO50. It's actually going to save you $50 off. But if you want to pay full price or use another code, or as long as you do CourseCareers, if you want to get in tech sales, that's the blueprint I had, and that's the blueprint I followed, and it's helped me out a lot. So go definitely check out CourseCareers. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it down in the comment section down below, whether about CourseCareers, about me, about tech sales, about my experience, whatever you guys want to know. I literally made this channel to help you to break into tech sales, and that's what I'm here to do, and also to document my journey. But other than that, y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.